That is one large antique mall. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie the Dream Poet here, coming to you all from a very, very loud Pigeon Forge thoroughfare. And anyway, you guys, I'm here with my dad today. We took a very, very short trip up to Pigeon Forge, mainly just to eat at Fuddruckers and check out the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. But anyway, as you all know, I've already done a video on Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but this is where we're going today. And that is this very large antique mall that is just off the side of the road. And this is probably one of the largest antique malls in the entirety of Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Honestly, this thing is about 2 stories high. I came here last time. I didn't vlog it that time, mainly because at the time I thought I was going to be doing a video of the Knife Works store, but that didn't happen that day because they closed on me. Mainly because they close at 6, just like this place. But anyway, you guys, let's get inside and let me show you all some of the awesome things that they have in here. Check this out. We haven't even gotten like 10 feet in front of the store, and they have an extra fluffy skunk. That is an old school skunk taxidermy. That is really, really cool. I've never seen one of those before. And right up here, they have a few television collectibles. We've got a G.I. Joe. I think that's Viper helmet, and I know that's Ant-Man. And well, this is The Walking Dead. And interestingly enough, I am friends with Sonya Thompson. She was a zombie in The Walking Dead the first 3 seasons. Super good friend, or super nice person, and a good friend of mine. And speaking of taxidermy, that's one of the things that I want to show to you all first. This place has an awesome collection of taxidermy that you can buy. Now, I don't know the vendor who owns this taxidermy that they sell, but it is just overall awesome. Now, before we head up there, I just want to show you all how big this antique mall is. Like, we're not gonna go any further here, but this goes into their basement. But we can't enter this one. I think this is mostly just storage, and we haven't even gotten upstairs yet, and they already have the deer heads and Johnny Cash, the Man in Black, and Elvis too. Some of the greatest musical minds of the 20th century. There will never be a great like Johnny Cash or Elvis, because you have Taylor Swift. Ooh, did I just make a pass at Swifties? Yes, I did. But today, we're not gonna make another hit at Swifties. I want to check out this big giant sign. They also have KFC. And the first major taxidermy here for $1,500. It is a blue shark, and dude, just check this out. Look at the teeth in it, dude. I'm sorry, it's just like I saw this last time, and it is just so cool. Check out the size of this saw blade. That is $99. Although I think really I'd much rather have like the classic looking saw blade as an antique piece rather than Santa Claus being on it. And it looks like they may have sold a few of those taxidermy pieces, because right here we still have the whitetail deer piece, and then we've got some other stuff like this right here. This may have to deal with, I'm guessing, maybe some kind of wine, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. Then we also got this as well. That's an old classic piece of antique stuff. Yeah, I think that they may have sold a lot of the taxidermy stuff, because I really don't see any of it anymore. Although they have a boar's head right there. More deer heads. Never go wrong with deer heads. And looks like we've got some old school signs. Officer SpongeBob, do you know what happened to the taxidermy? Like, no, I just make the Krabby Patties. Oh, now hold up, this is cool. This is a, ow, I shocked myself. This is one of those rescue pieces, like, you know, where somebody would break something, you know, and they'd send in like park rangers and EMS to get that person out. This is what one of those things are. Dude, you see, this place has everything, but then again, I say that for a lot of antique stores, but I really mean it this time. This antique store has everything. This is cool too. They have some old school pieces, like they've got Haveline, they've got Frost Guard, so they have a lot of classic stuff from back in the day. That still has stuff in it. And this is Sanderson headers. That's for about 25 bucks. And Lubra plate, probably a oil that I've never heard of. There's that too. I mean, it just goes all the way down to the very bottom. And you know, I just like how randomly there's a Coors Light car here. I think this is one of those big, that might either be a display or one of those big radio controlled cars. But yeah, last time I was here they had a lot of taxidermy, but I'm kind of impressed that it sold as quick as it did. But I should say I probably shouldn't be, because this is Pigeon Forge. But that was, well, granted, last time I was here was about maybe 4 months ago. I just love old signs like that. I mean, I know that's an ADHD moment, but they have a lot of these signs here, like that one, or Benton County Fair. Can't say I've ever heard of Bentonville. And this would make any fishing person very happy. Look at all these reels, like this big one right here. Although looks like it might need some line work done to it, but they've got a lot of classic old stuff like that. I mean, they don't even make them like that anymore. And that is one big fly rod. Dude, I've never seen a fly rod that big. Like, those salmon have to be at least like 100 pounds maybe. Or maybe not 100 pounds, maybe like 20 or 30. I guess what I'm saying is, that is a very large reel. And look at the wolf mannequin. He's got no leg. Oh wait, yeah, that's a wolf mannequin. He's got no legs. My legs, I don't got no legs. And dude, those propellers are huge. That's made out of brass too. Can't say I've seen one made out of brass in a while. And well, obviously, yes, they can get very expensive. You see the brass ones, they last a very long time. That's probably why they're as expensive as they are. I think stainless steel is pretty good too. I mean, those are the only ones that I've really ever seen that have done really well out in like the river or sea or what have you. And dude, look, they also have fossils. And I think that has to be a whale tooth of some sort. And oh, that's only $9. That's cool. Oh, and I just noticed this. Look, flying goggles. Okay, now I'm very impressed. And this is really cool. Even though I've already said that a lot today in previous vlogs, but look, they have little bits and pieces of old school pocket watches and other watches. Now, I have a couple of old pocket watches at home, so maybe some of this would actually come in handy. I think it would. These are wound pieces. What's this? Oh, it's a clock piece. Duh. Ooh, that would be expensive if that was a real emerald, but it's not. Here are a lot of classic toys that are for sale. This old school truck right here. And these Corvettes. Although, I think I'd much rather have the bigger Corvettes, even though I can't really drive a stick. And there is Dark Superman from Man of Steel. I never saw that movie. In the comments below, let me know if that was a good movie. And oh no, oh no, that looks pretty scary. Although I think, no, that's a mustache. That's not teeth. But these creep me out the most, just because if you've ever seen the Conjuring movie, you know when you see an orphan, or when you see one of those dolls, it usually means it's somebody got rid of it, and it probably has some bad juju associated with it. And this is really old. That's one of those old tin wind-up ones. And look, we've even got some giant soldiers running and fighting. And this guy is triggered. He's having a PSTD flashback. Alright, well, I guess we're heading downstairs now to see what other stuff they have. And before we head down, they had this last time I was here, but look at the size of these antelope horns. It's about 200 bucks, and I would probably get really hurt if I owned one of those. That was cool. I like the upstairs part of this, but you also got to see this other booth that they have here. Look at that. For $14, and they also have foxtails, fox and coyote, although I think this one might be actually fake. And this is something that you do not see every day. That is a wet eel specimen for $80. Looks like they also have some little stuff right in here, like a little turtle right there, and a lizard right there. And Lord of mercy, check these out. Look at these big giant balls. Like that's all driftwood. I have never seen stuff like that before. That is a first on my part. I mean, these things are very gigantic. This one's like $160. And look, here's a baby cradle for all you Alabama fans. Get it? Because Alabama fans are the biggest babies in the world. Get it? Because Nick Saban just retired. That kind of threw me as a pretty big surprise there. Nick Saban retiring. Now it's time to see how Bama will do without the GOAT. Hey guys, you Huskies, don't be getting a big head now. Well, it's really a wolf head, but this is carved. I like this. It's a log wolf head for $600. Hey, look, you guys. It's a found on roadside dead painting. Ford. Oh, actually, I didn't see that. There, the Ford name is actually like it's like a 3D print. Even like little doggies too. And in this case, they have fossils like that right there. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. They've got some ammonite right there. Looks like they've got one for $30 and $40. It looks like they've also got some coprolite. If you don't know what coprolite is, it's dinosaur poop. But really what I like here is they have some megalodon teeth. I've been wanting to get another one of those for a while now. That's really beautiful. Look at the shine in that. That's gorgeous. Looks like they've got some more megalodon teeth right there. Actually, that's a good deal for that tooth. That is $145. I might come back for that next payday. But looks like they do have some dinosaur bones, which is really awesome. That is really cool. Dude, check this fossil out. Look at that. There's a trilobite right there. There's a piece of an ammonite right there, and you've got two ammonites right here. Or at least I think that's ammonite. That's cool. And right next to it, they also have some lucky trolls. I don't know what lucky trolls are, but maybe I need to get one because I have a little bit of luck. And this is cool. They have one of those little gem mine things. You know, like where they have like the gem mine displays and you can buy gems. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. Like, I used to see them a lot as a kid, but that is the first time in a while that I have seen one. It's like they've got a baby cradle thing and a horse saddle. And check this out. Look at all the various little war things that they have. They have some old pins. They've got a rifle right there. A couple of rifles down right there as well. Some boot pieces. But I do not see any bayonets. I do see a helmet though. And I do see a water, I think, yeah, that's Canteen for $350. I hope my voice isn't too loud, you guys. Mainly because I have to do this is just to keep from the copyright music getting into the video. But anyway, look at all the other weapons that they have. And in this same exact booth, we have more fossils. We have some, what do you call it, mosasaur fossils. I think it's just mainly the teeth and not this right here. At least I don't think. They've got some pink quartz right there for 70 bucks. And it looks like we've got fluorite freeforms. Those are really pretty for about $15. And on the other end, we've got some more of these. Oh dude, that's really, really pretty. And look at this one right here. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And they've also got some fish right here as well. Look at that fossil fish for only $10. And of course these are fake teeth for about $15. Check these out. That's only about $15, but look how dark that is. I think that's obsidian. We got more pink quartz right here as well. Ooh, and this one's nice. Look at that. Okay, now let's see what else on the other end of all this. Just past this room, or in this room right here, they have a lot of cool stuff. But I just wanted to see what else they have that's on sale, like right here. This is for $180, and it is one of those love testers. Like, you know, you do this, it tells you like how, if you're hot stuff or uncontrollable, or I'd probably say I'm right around mild, because I'm a good 7. Anyway, I probably would buy that, like, no joke. And that is a very large mermaid piece. I can't say I've ever seen one that large before. And right next to it, they have one of these old school gas pumps. They had one of these at Action Antiques that I saw not long ago. I think it's cool. You do not see stuff like that anymore. For example, look. This is the mermaid right here. Of course, this is me. I stand about 5'9". This thing probably stands about 7 feet tall. This is awesome. I like this place. And right across the way from that old school gas pump, they have this old school Coke machine. And right above that, they also have this old school coffee grinder. How much that cost? Ooh, well, I should not be touching that if that is $2,500. But still, you do not see stuff like that anymore. Especially that old Coke cooler. That's cool. And oh my goodness, they have a piece of plane propeller. Now that is random, but that is also really cool. Dude, this place is awesome. And oh my goodness, this gentleman was telling me this is a true piece of Civil War clothing. Says it right here. Extremely rare Union, New York 13th Regiment, triple-breasted shell jacket, 27 buttons, and that is $5,500. That is so awesome. Like I said, this antique store has museum quality stuff. Let's check out what they have beneath it. Looks like they do have some old machetes, and oh, that's cool, old gun. Looks like position. Ooh, they've got a bayonet that's in pretty great shape. And well, of course, they got old school sabers. Again, really nice. You do not see any of this stuff anymore. I have seen stuff like this down at the antique store or antique district in Eastridge, but nothing to this caliber. Like, look at that. Look at that gun. Ooh, look. Oh my goodness, you do not see this anymore. That is from the days of the Nazi regime, the SS. Again, that is from a bygone era. And right across from the Civil War uniform, they also have another old school gas tank or gas canister. That one's for $3,200. My wallet hurts right now. And let us continue making the journey down this really, oh my gosh, down this really awesome antique mall. I forgot what all stuff they did have last time I was here. They have a totem. Looks like they have a wine vat. That is a wine vat with all the little Jesus figurines of the Nativity. Think, they used to make wine out of that. And on top of that, they have this really cool old barbecue sign. Right across from there, as more awesomeness seems to come about, they have this old school bellows. I'm guessing this is probably a blacksmithing bellow they used to make, you know, in a forge, because I don't understand why you need one so big, because that one is very large. Oh my goodness, just this one corner alone blows out the entirety of some of these other antique malls I have been to. And I think by the end of this video, I think you all can tell that I really have a thing for taxidermy. Stuff like this. These are all bluegill. I'm thinking that they're bluegill. Looks like they're pretty old. I don't think that they're crappie, because crappie usually don't last that long. But I think, like I said, in the comments below, let me know if that is bluegill. I think it's bluegill, but I might be wrong. But looks like they've got some other things here, like Forbidden Planet. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. This is cool. They've also got these old school horns. Like that. That is really cool. Oh yeah. And this is where I worked in a previous life. M&M Mars out of Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, it was Building Services of America, so I mean it was kind of, we worked alongside the M&M Mars people. Oh my goodness. Okay, now this brings back a lot of childhood memories. I owned a lot of these as a kid, or at least the metal ones. I was in kindergarten around the first grade when they stopped making them out of metal. But oh my goodness, like that one for $45. Check that out. Oh my goodness. And I know for a fact I had this one. I remember, because as a kid I lost like the wiring or what have you. And I really hated that, because I really liked that particular piece. Look, they have a miniature sailboat. Wonder how much. Looks like it's got all the rigging on it. No, that's just a clock. But looks like if I wanted to, I wonder how much that is. That is $75. That would be worth it though. I'd like to see something like that rebuilt. And oh my goodness. You know, if I had $99, I would probably buy that. That is the CSS Virginia, 1862. That was one of the first ironclad ships. There's actually an interesting story between this and the USS Monitor. That battle lasted for 6 hours, and they had to stop because they ran out of ammunition. Like both ships were completely unaltered or phased, because the cannonballs were just blasting off. Looks like we got Power of the Force. I remember these. $12 for that one. Beefy Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, another Princess Leia, and Go Power Rangers, like the old school Power Rangers, like from the 90s. Gosh, I miss those times. It was a time to be alive, you guys. But then Pokemon happened, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and people got really invested in trading cards, and people still are invested in trading cards. We got the Megazord, and that one Power Ranger, his head is turned backwards. And I want to say that this is one of the biggest dinosaurs one of the biggest toy dinosaurs I have seen in a while. I think I actually had one of those at one point. The thing is very large. And look at the Little Pigeon River. I think that's the Little Pigeon River, or it might be the no, I think it's the Little Pigeon River. Little Pigeon River. With all the snow and the ice overhead or in it, and a slush puppy, as that's where it's all headed, probably by tomorrow. Slush. And that is a big tarpon. That is for $595. But you know, I'd probably like to own something like that. And that is a big striped bass. Very large beast of the rivers, I guess you could say. And you got the antelope right there, and a swordfish for $5.95. And well, looks like we have who was the I'm trying to think of his name. He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He would use this to chop people up. As y'all can tell, I'm a very morbid person sometimes. Oh, cool. Looks like we got some coffee, more coffee grinders. I think that's coffee grinders. And right above that, we have some old school boxing stuff. Like these things are probably about 60, 70 years old. I wonder if this bell still works. Oh, it does work. Okay, now that was super cool, not gonna lie. And now this is something I've been needing for a while, but I don't think the display is for sale. But look how big this ammunitions piece is. That is $250. I have a few of those back at the house. Maybe I need to get a wooden piece to maybe it would sell faster, because I'm tired of looking at it and I'm trying to make a little bit of money. And look, that's Antonio Banderas. Look at the old school trains, like the train trolleys that are still made out of cast iron. Yeah, and these were probably made in the 40s and the 50s. This was when trains or toys were supposed to last, and they don't get like destroyed like out in the yard, like, you know, like present day with kids and their toys. I also got an old school King Kong. And I remember those too, way back when. Those are just solid metal, but it's really cool. I like the miniature trains. Oh my goodness, they have an aluminum carousel piece. Like these aren't really made all that much anymore. Well, I can see why. It's about $1,500. But you know, it would be worth it in the future. And look, they have a beaver taxidermy for $750. I would like to have that at some point. Looks like they've got a gray fox. Looks like it's a little bit worse for wear, but I like the teeth. Look how the teeth are in that. That's, like I said, I like the teeth in that. That is cool. Awesome. Look at this. Look at this toy car. Looks like this is Clubhouse Klutz for Kids. Oh, you know what it is? It's a barber seat. Oh my goodness, that is a barber seat. Oh my goodness. See? Barber seat. Oh my goodness, that is, like I said, this place. Hey, they also have an old school tambourine. And knock out all the commercial music. Isn't that right, Mr. Ferret? Scare away all the copyright music. We don't need no copyright music. Oh, and he's also got teeth too. Okay. Look, he's got teeth. Now, let's see what else they have in this spot. I think we've seen about half the store, but I still think we've seen enough to say that this has been an awesome video. Plus, the GoPro is slowly passing. It's like at 10% now, so that's usually a sign that it's ready to go. But just check out this Pepsi Cola sign. That's really cool. Looks like they've also got an antelope skin. Actually, one of these days... Ooh, that is soft. I've never felt antelope hide before. That's like really soft. Look, they've also got a coyote, or a coyote, in other words, and he's standing and a boat. Maybe this is where the taxidermy went to from the last time I was here, because I don't think he was there. I think he got moved. And yet we here have another coffee grinder. This is like the 4th coffee grinder we have seen in this little spot. And that's cool. You don't usually see the Pennzoil oil barrels anymore. That's a rare find in itself. So it's like this place you could go on and on forever with this particular spot. And I think, you know what, maybe one day we'll come back and we'll make a second half of the video, because like I said, I mean, this is only half the store, and if I could film more I would. Isn't that right, Mr. Caribou? This place never ceases to amaze me. It's only been 4 months since the last time I was in here, and they had new stuff, like a lot of new stuff, like that Civil War uniform. I've never seen one of those before, and I finally have. And of all things, I did not have to go to a Civil War museum. That was awesome. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care. Now y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, this vlog is over.